Good afternoon and welcome to the 10th session of our Chair Yoga Facebook Live classes. It is good to see you all, and it is somewhat nice to say that this is going to be the last Wednesday afternoon session, because we will be taking it back to face next week. So we've got the thumbs up, the seal of approval, and it'll be so good to see everyone back at St. Basil's. And feel free to give me some feedback if you'd like for me to continue doing some chair yoga classes online that I could always put on my YouTube account if you're enjoying those. So let's begin. Sitting upright in your chair. Make a connection with the earth by having all four corners of the feet planted into the floor. And close the eyes or take a soft gaze and just give yourself a moment to settle in. And we'll begin by doing some shoulder rolls. We'll take the shoulders back, 8 counts. And think of drawing the navel in as you do this. Just gives a little bit of extra support to the lower back. And take the shoulders forwards. I can hear the wind howling through the cracks in the window frame. A storm's coming. And 8. And bring your hands up. And go ahead and take the index finger and thumb and place them together. It's like I'm making a diamond shape with the hands. And we're just going to do some lateral bends side to side. Just a different way of holding the arms today. And we'll do 8 of these also. We're going to go 8, 4, and 2 in a lot of the movements today. I believe that was 6, and 7, and 8. And bring the hands out to cactus, and we'll twist to either side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those elbows up if they start to sink down. And return to the front, take the arms down, and we're doing those 3 moves again, but this time 4 instead of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and take it forwards. 1, I think I'm going a little too fast. I'll slow it down. And bring the arms up overhead, making a diamond with the thumb and the index finger. Not sure if the camera can see that. There you go. And here we go, to your left and to your right. Just doing 4, 3, and 4. Arms open to cactus. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on those twists, remember you're drawing the navel in to support the lower back. Here we go, 2 now. 1, 2, and forwards. 2, bring it up. 1, and 2. Out to the side, twist 1 and 2. And I've got another little 8, 4, 2 for us. This time, just bring the hands to the heart. Take a breath in. On the exhale, round the back, press out. Whoops, let me scoot forward a bit. You might need to also, to have room to round the back. Here we go. Try it again. Take a breath in. Exhale, round. Inhale, growing tall, bringing the hands back to the heart. Exhale. Bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Here's 6 and 7 and 8. And bring it back in. Dropping the hands to the knees, opening the legs. Taking the left shoulder, hands on the insides of the knees. Take the left shoulder in between the thighs. You're not going all the way down. We're just imagining looking over the right shoulder. Other side, there's 2. Left shoulder, 3. And 4. 5. 3 more to go here. Hopefully you're feeling the back opening up or loosening off there in the back, in the middle back in particular. Bring the feet back together so they're hip width apart. And have a look up and down. Keeping those collarbones lengthened. And bringing your head to stillness. We'll do those 3 postures 4 times this time instead of 8. So hands come to the heart. Take a few breaths to get yourself centered. And let's inhale together. And exhale, round the back, press the hands out. Inhale. Exhale, there's 2. And that might be 5, I'm not sure. Bring it in. And hands to the knees, walk the feet out. Legs are both at 45-degree angles. And we'll start with the right shoulder. Hands are inside the knees, fingers pointing towards the floor. Looking over the left shoulder. We're doing 4. So there's 2. You're keeping the arm, the shoulder that's going down, be sure you keep that arm straight. And walk the feet back, hip width apart. Have a look up and down. Looking up. And take the chin to the chest. And now we'll do 2 of each of those, hands to the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, press it out. Really lengthen those arms out from the armpits. Inhale. Exhale. And bring it in. Take your hands to your knees, walk the feet out. We'll just do 2 on both sides. Hands come into the insides of the knees. Take the right shoulder, look over the left. Keep the tummy firm. And the other side. And walk it in. And just 2 head lifts. 1 and 2. And bring the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Take a couple of breaths here. Try to sweep out any thoughts that might be running through your mind and just bring your awareness to the breath. Taking full inhalations and full exhalations. And we're going to swing both legs over to the left side. Okay, and inhale, bring the arms so they're both parallel to the floor. And take another breath in. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. On the exhale, take the right hand, and I'm following it with my eye and my head. I'm going to take it all the way behind me, opening the chest. Really creating some space there in the heart center. And nice and slow so you don't get dizzy. Bring it on back. And one more time. You really do have to take your time with this. And we're almost there. Take the hands to the knees just for a second. Shake it out. And reach those arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Reaching forwards, not downwards. And come on up. Put the palms together. Bring the hands down the midline, and now you're going to turn to your right and hook that left elbow on the right knee and look over the right shoulder. This is chair pose or Utkatasana. And unravel yourself, take the hands up, and bring them right back down the midline. Before we swing around to the other side, we're going to do Paschimottanasana. We normally do it facing the other way. Just changing things up today. Come to your chair, but not too far. Make sure that your bottom is still planted. The feet are flexed. And walking the hands down. And we're not going too far, just getting a nice little stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And you don't want to put any weight on the kneecaps. And come on up. Draw the feet back towards you, soles of the feet on the floor, and we'll walk it around to the other side. This is when we need one of the office swivel chairs. There we go. So feet are hip width apart. Got a little bit of space between my knees. And since you've got this good side angle here, I can feel that I was leaning forward a bit. So see if you can make sure you've got the shoulder joint over the hip joint. One long line here. One perpendicular line to the floor. And inhale, both arms come up. Drop the shoulders. Exhale as the left hand works its way across. And inhaling as you bring it back in. Shoulders down. And exhale one more time. You can really feel that in this position. I can anyway. And bring it back in. Take the hands to the knees just for a little breather. And take those arms up. Hinging forward, reaching for the computer or the iPad in front of you. And come on up. Bring the palms together, coming down the midline. And now we're going to do a twisted chair pose. The right knee comes on the outside of the right elbow comes on the outside of the left knee, and you're looking over the left shoulder. You might be scrunching into the shoulder. See if you can come out of that, like a turtle coming out of its shell. And unravel, take the hands up, and bring them right back to the sternum. And we'll do Paschimottanasana on this side, just to balance it out on both sides. Coming to the front of the chair, extending the legs, and the feet are flexed towards me. The toes I'm drawing the toes up towards the knees. And a very gentle walking the hands forward or down the legs. And come on up. Okay. Coming back to the front of your chair. We'll get a few sun salutes. Hands to the heart. We'll start with the right side today. Inhale. Exhale over the right thigh. Inhale, bring that knee up. Spine is tall. Exhale down. And now the right arm. Inhale as both arms come outward and upward and hands to your heart. Left sides turn. Hinging over the left thigh. Draw the knee in. Take it down. Left arm up and down. Both sides again. Hinging over the right thigh this time. Lifting and take it down. I can hear lots of things moving in my spine whenever I do this. Inhale. Exhale over the left, Pick up the left knee. Place it down. The left arm comes up and down. And now both arms sweep out and up. And bring your hands to your heart. Coming to mountain pose, Tadasana. Feel yourself getting rooted to the earth, all four corners of the feet, sealed to the floor. Imagine your fingers, all 10 fingers, are drawing to the floor also, as if they're each a root. And soften this pose, bringing the hands to the knees. Here we go. We're going to do the animal showcase, shall we call it. I've got pigeon and then eagle, camel pose, and then a new one for today is rabbit pose. So we've got 4 different animals that we're emulating. Here we go. First off, pigeon, which I'm sure quite a few of you are familiar with, but if not, we'll run through it. Pigeon has 3 options. Option number 1 is crossing the left ankle over the right ankle and holding the knees together. Option 2 is to cross the left leg over the right knee. And option 3 is to make the figure 4 with the leg. Today I'm going to keep level 3, or option number 3 I should say, and I'm going to keep that left foot flexed. By doing that, it's just giving a little bit of extra protection to the kneecap. Drawing the navel in, arms come up overhead, and hinge forward, reaching towards the computer, just like we did when we were on either side of the chair. And bring the hands up and take it down. Very gently unravel the legs, and we'll try pigeon on the other side. So now it's the right leg that comes up. The right can cross over the left ankle, knees together again, or right knee over left knee, and then the figure 4. Flexing that right foot, reaching out to the side with your hands, up to the sky, and hinge forwards, reaching toward the computer. We're keeping that spine long. I'd rather you have a straight spine and you're a bit higher up versus a curved spine. And come on up. Take the hands down, unravel, and now we've got Eagle Pose, Garudasana. In Eagle Pose, two options for the feet and 2 options for the arms. So just as before, the left leg can cross at the ankles, or the left can cross over the right. I'll stick with option 2 today. So since I've got the left crossed over, what you're going to try to do is take the left hand under the right, yeah, and then it's like the palms are kissing. Now, hold on, don't get too nervous. If that doesn't feel good on your shoulders, make your cactus arms like we did earlier and bring the palms together and the elbows together. That's another option. So I'm going to turn just a bit so you can see me. I'll do the cactus arm option today versus this one. So I've got my upper arm here parallel to the floor. Those elbows are up. Inhale, it's just a tiny little move. Exhale, comes back down. Inhale, exhale. Take those elbows apart if it's too strong with the elbows together. And release. Ooh, could you feel that? Be very gentle with yourself on this one. We're not in a contest. Nobody's going to win. And now we'll do Eagle Pose on the other side. And I think I'll just kind of come to the side a bit so you can see what's going on. So this time it's the right side, I believe. Option 1, right ankle over left. And option 2 is right knee over the left. Okay, if you want to do the eagle arms, this time the left comes under. Yeah, I've got them crossed. And then the backs of the hands are touching. Like I said, that's a really strong pose. So if you'd like, try it with cactus. Palms together. And inhale. Exhale. Few more breaths. Breathe in and out. My elbows are going up just a little bit. One more. And release it. And it's time for camel pose. Why don't you just, before we do camel, let's just open the chest and round the back a bit. Little C curls. Lifting, going forward, round the back as you go back. I could really feel that eagle pose today. One last time. And coming to stillness. Camel pose. I'm going to go to the side so that you can see it, but you don't need to turn to the side if you don't want to. I come to the front of my chair so that I've got space to put my hands behind me, and my fingertips are pointing towards my bottom. So just kind of resting into the hands, and I'm drawing that navel in again to protect my lower back. The shoulder blades are going down the back. You can keep your chin tucked into the chest, or if you'd like, you can lift the chin. And press into your hands to lift yourself out of that. And just like before, a little C curl. Lifting the chest, rounding the back. Lifting the chest and rounding the back. And our last little animal for the day is rabbit pose. Shirshasana, I believe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, I'd like for you to stay and do it this way because you're going to be reaching to the backs of the chair. But I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. So my hand comes to the back, and I'm actually holding on because I'm not going to get very far. And what the goal is to imagine that the crown of the head is directly pointed towards the floor. It might not get that far today, but we'll just imagine it in the meantime. And the way I'm going to get my head down there is I'm not hinging at the hips. I'm taking the chin to the chest, and it's not very pretty because you're going to see a good, lovely double chin here. I'm keeping the chin to the chest as long as I can. There we go. And then the last thing to come up is the head. So it's just a little different sensation than hinging at the hips. We're taking our time, working our way down, trying to keep the lower part of the head here as close to the body as possible until you can't get any further. So those hands are back at the back of your chair. Tuck the chin and start taking it down. And come on up. The head being the last to come up. Okay. Have a shake. We've got a couple of standing postures, and then we'll call it a day. So I'm going to turn my chair. We'll start with downward facing dog. Hands on the chair, feet are hip width apart. And just start walking your feet back, walking the feet back, And imagine you're creating a table with your arms and your back. And the head is nice and soft, the back of the neck is soft. And take a few breaths. And look to your chair, walk it on up. And now what I'd like for you to try today, some of you might want to do this one again, okay? But I'm going to give you another option. What you'll do is come to the front of your chair instead. And first, let's just get comfortable with putting the weight of our hands, putting the weight of the body in our hands. So I've got my palms on either side here, a little bit of space between the hands. And think about lengthening the spine. I'm pulling the head towards the front and the tailbone lengthening out the back. And maybe have a little play here. Maybe put some weight into the palms and some weight into the heels. And see if you can find where you're exactly balanced out weight-wise. You're supporting yourself equally in the feet and the hands. Now you can keep it here or try the down dog like we've done before. Walking the hands, I said it again, walking the feet out. And look to your chair, walk your feet back up, back to how we started. And to get out of this, put a good bend in the knees. And now you can grab hold of the knees, or the thighs I should say, and walk your hands up, supporting that lower back. There we go. Something new to try. Okay, back behind your chair, like we traditionally do. I'll scoot back just a bit. Here we go, left arm up, inhale, and exhale. Right side, exhale. Try it again. And now, time for a bit of balance. Put the weight of your body into the left foot so the right leg can come out to the side. And you've got the right toes pointing forwards. And once that feels steady, take the left hand up. It's like I'm creating a diagonal line from the tip of the left fingers all the way down to the right heel. And gently lower both the arm and the leg. And now we'll try the other side. Putting your body weight into the right foot. And before you lift the left leg, just make sure you've got your balance and you feel supported. And now lift that left leg up. And once you've got the left in position with the toes flexed, take the right arm up. And take it down. Feet are hip width apart. Again, 8-toe press ups, rising up onto the balls of the feet. And when we get to number 8, we're going to stay at the top. There's 7 and 8. Stay at the top. Have a play. See if you can lift one hand take it down, maybe try the other hand. You can try both hands. And place the heels on the floor. Shake the feet out. We're going to do those 8-toe press-ups again. Feet are hip width apart. Here we go. 1, 2. You're still drawing that navel in. The tailbone is tucked in so that the pelvis is level. 6, 7, and 8. Up on the toes. Try one hand and the other hand. Maybe both hands, maybe not today. And place your heels on the floor. Have a little shake of the hips from side to side. And we'll take a seat to finish off. Oh, hands to the heart. Breathing in, have a look up. Swan dive down. We're going to do that half lift from last week. Halfway up, take it back down. Now you can come all the way up and bring the hands to the heart. Inhale. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And now come all the way up. Hastasana. And hands to the heart. Try that one last time. Swan dive down. Inhale, half lift, my hands right up my legs. Slide back down. And take the hands out and up and hands to the heart. Hands to the knees. And let's loosen off the shoulders. Right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. And we'll do both sides. One more time. Oops. And now just have a look to the left. And a look to the right. And bringing the awareness back to the breath again. Erasing all thoughts that might be jumping around in your head as we're finishing off class. See if you can give yourself 1 or 2 more minutes more of only focusing on the breath. Take a breath in, fill the belly, fill the lungs. And exhale out of the lungs and out of the belly. Breathe in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. And that finishes today's class. I will see some of you, hopefully, next week back at our normal time. It will be, from what Ryan has told me, it's going to be up in the Grove Lounge for the time being, and hopefully we can get back down to the multipurpose room. We'll just have to play that by ear. But I will put a sign out at the mailroom just to remind everyone. And during the week, feel free to click on the YouTube button on the left-hand side of the computer screen there on my Facebook page, and you can find all of the lessons we've done. There's 10 of them now, so there's a good number to choose from. Keep you busy all week. Good to see everyone kind of today, and looking forward to next week. Bye-bye, everyone.